You know what's interesting about that idea is the idea that we could have, it's almost like the shadows, the blue shadows created in winter on the snow. And if bits of the blue that we see could be scattered almost like shadows.
And it would mirror that if you want to do the crows above, it would be a nice kind of mirror.
Does it look really cool? We hang the shows so that all of the work becomes part of a larger whole while each individual piece shines. So we really work at what are the relationships between the different artworks, both content and formally. In this show, which is about winter, I'm looking around. We spread all the work out and we start looking for those relationships. It takes like 3 days to hang the exhibit, to do it well. It's like making a big collage. And the exhibits are here in our working studio, and so people who come here for our drop-in art making or for after school or our teen program are inspired by what they see on the walls and often respond to the work on the walls. When I'm hanging an exhibit, I like to work from the outsides in, thinking what can hold the show on the outside. So in terms of both color sometimes and then moving towards the center. This particular show, we're experimenting with an outdoor component. We were at, someone suggested in the community that we do something in the winter to bring people together. And part of the goal of the community exhibits is actually to have dialogue through the arts, to different people, different styles of work, different perspectives. There's always something darker in every show. There's always another way of looking at a theme than we had thought of, which is very exciting. I never know what's going to come in. I'm looking for ways that they can relate, both in terms of color, like here's this color here, it's kind of echoed here, it's got tiny bits of it there. That could be, what do you think of that, Laura? You could be someone who's never made art before, and you're inspired by the theme. You bring something in, and you are going to be perhaps next to somebody who's considered a professional artist. When somebody walks in, they're not going to be thinking, what's the best here? They're thinking about all of the different ideas that are being shared. I think about art also as an action, an activity. So this is Edith Cunha's coat that she's working on primarily when she's in waiting rooms, and she's embroidering on it. And as part of the exhibit, she'll be coming and working on it here as well. And so she has different text. The pelvic bones will be included eventually, the spine, a wishbone. There's a little arrow here that says brain up here. Never grow a wishbone, daughter, where a backbone ought to be. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and to wear it as well as she's working on it. It's very interesting what happens during the reception time. And it's again a place where we've had standing room only crowds, and all ages are part of it. The shows are intergenerational and our receptions are. So,
like you see in ice, how you see the striation, like
right.
the blue kind of flowed through it.
In bits and pieces. Yeah.
It's pretty, like other shows you've had stronger material that you've tried to balance, more challenging or disturbing, pieces that you've tried to balance out with other things, but this seems to be
more subdued, but